Hey, so yeah, load of audience. Yeah, the news for the airs that stand was last week. That are going on, but the sort of universals, and I took a whole philosophy course called Universals and Particulars, and particulars are basically sort of specific, like things that you could describe with an anecdote type of events, things that go on, and universals are more underlying principles. An underlying principle might be like something like, okay, I want to always try to adapt and find the easiest way of doing that things as a way of making judgments and navigating myself through life. And so I wanted to do a little drumming for you, not because I'm a professional drummer. It's anything that you really is going to be massively entertaining. I'm sure you could find much better drumming than me, but I want to encourage and inspire you to use a drum of any kind or use a table. But yeah, that's what I do with my feet in my profession. As a skater, I kind of use the ice as a drum in a sense. You know, we want to develop a good sense of rhythm as dancers, and so yeah, so I want to find the easiest way of doing things. Efficiency is a good thing. And okay, how am I going to drum with the camera where it is? And I'm kind of like, I'm standing up. Like, I just prefer to stand up. I got more space here. I'm less inhibited by having a big chair in here, and it works well for me. But if I prop this drum on the table here, lined up with the camera, now I've solved a few problems. This is great. This is like the easiest way to drum. So I've found a nice particular kind of a hack or a method of doing things that's better than what I've done before, and I'm more likely to spend more time drumming now that I've found this method. I can't show you because the camera, I'm not going to redirect to camera, but I've basically got the drum on the top of the table, and just the front quarter of the drum is resting on the table, so most of the bottom of the drum is open, so the sound can reverberate and will be better. And I just lean the drum against my chest then, and so the drum's nice and balanced there. My hands are free. and so that this is good, and my hands are kind of at the right angle too. For I might ideally like the drum to be a little bit more farther forward for comfort, but hey, things aren't always absolutely perfect. I'll try to keep moving in that direction. But yeah. Yeah, so if you haven't drummed before, maybe that's already complicated enough for you, but just try to get a sense of simple rhythm with one hand first, and keep that rhythm metronomic. Keep it quite robotic, right? That basic rhythm, and if you get your body moving in that rhythm just a little bit, it's easier to sustain that rhythm. And then you can make it a little bit more complicated, you know. You can bring it up so you're doing a few more things. So yeah, I just, that's sort of a standard I have 4 different sounds that I can make with the drum, basic sounds, and there's others too. You know, I can scratch it or do different things, but those are the kind of like all 4 basic sounds, just in one after the other. Boom, 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 boom. And then I can double time, half time, syncopate within, once I get comfortable with that basic structure, then I can develop it a little bit more, and so can you. I had a friend who was a drummer and taught me a few things about this drummer. I never really took any drum classes. It's a pretty simple idea, right? Practice seeing how you can make the best sound with the drum, how your hand contacts the drum, where it contacts it, and how. And sometimes you can let your fingers just kind of like slap onto the drum for that nice sound there. And if you bounce your hand off the middle of the drum, you get that boom, boom. And you can play with that and have fun with it, and you can become a better figure skater when you do that. Now, as far as keeping the mind active, yes, keeping the mind active and thinking and planning and practicing your rhythm and skills as a drummer or in what you do, but there's a very basic thing you can do to remind yourself to improve your drumming, and it's a real fundamental of life, which is your posture. Your posture. So, and I pay a lot of attention to this word that's not so much a buzzword nowadays, your posture. Well, it's not just how you carry your shoulders and your head, but it has to do with how you're using the ankles, knees, and hips. If you and we want to stand, I believe. I like to stand with as little exertion as possible. I mentioned earlier about efficiency with trying to do things the easiest way, and I set up my drum on the table, and I achieved a certain amount of efficiency. Well, it's sort of the same in anything we do, whether it's a high-level sports achievement or just standing in the shower, standing, brushing your teeth, standing at the bus stop, standing in the bank, standing with the drum propped up against my chest, beating out a rhythm. I want to try to have good posture, and I want to try to avoid unnecessary tension that creeps into various places of my body. So, if my balance is really good, then I can get rid of more tension. If my balance is like a little bit shady, then I have to, work and be stiff and carry tensions and stuff. So, having good balance. Now, I was told and taught, and it was pointed out to me that I carry too much tension in my butt, for example, and this is a lot of people. We tend to carry too much tension in our butt, and that tips the pelvis forward, right? And that's bad posture. That's like yo, what's up with you posture. And so no, we want to have a little slight bend into the hip joints when we're standing, and when we're doing sports, we want to bend more into those hip joints, ankles, knees, and hips. We want to have a good biomechanical bend and coordination with those 3 joints, like I've stressed so many times as a fundamental of sports and figure skating. But yeah, so when I'm drumming, I do kind of like remind myself periodically about trying to relax my legs, trying to keep my abs kind of, maybe that's one place I don't mind carrying some tension. Yeah, if I had perfect awareness of my abs and my solar plexus and that part of my body, maybe I wouldn't need to carry that tension there to strengthen it and give myself awareness. But I do find that really, I'm at the stage where that really helps. That's money well spent, keeping those abdominal muscles tight, which flattens the tummy and actually enables better spinal twist, I find. And and just general more stability. It's core stability. It's another one of those fundamentals. So yeah, I'll carry a little tension there, but I don't want to carry tension in my feet, in my toes. I don't want my toes to be curling up. You know, when I'm standing or skating or anything, I want my toes to be quite relaxed. Yeah, maybe they'll have to work a little bit. If my balance tips a little far forward, I might do a little toe. The toes aren't just going to be dead there, but I've come to realize that the feet are good for more than just keeping a blade affixed to the bottom of your foot with an intervening boot. Yeah, the feet can really, you can get information from your feet, and you can use your feet for your balance in a serious way. And so posture does emanate from your feet. I mean, posture has to do with your whole body, but really the way you use your feet can influence your alignment. If you put your weight on the outside of your feet, for example, you're going to go bow-legged. You're going to tend to go bow-legged, you know. And if you tend to have too much weight on the inside of your feet, you're going to pronate on that big arch there. And so, yeah, how we use those feet can really. So if I think about the feeling under my feet, and I use that whole surface area under my feet, I don't have any problem with reminding you about this frequently, because I remind myself about this, and it's so important how we use our feet for stability, balance, and whatnot. And so, yeah, we don't want to have our body is working as standers, walkers, runners, athletes, but we don't want to carry unnecessary tension. Many of us carry tension in our shoulders. Shoulders go up over time, and we get, this kind of look eventually we have to fight against. And so, yeah, I try to, through awareness of good posture, through sometimes massage of tight muscles. Let me see what kind of tools I have here at my disposal. Yeah, good. Yeah, if our shoulders go in, then the soft tissue kind of forms that way, and so then it can become stiff. So this is one of the things you can think about good posture, and you can also do some type of massage or myofascial release to loosen up those muscles, and thereby make it easier to sustain the good posture. And the third thing you can do, so there's awareness, there's massage or some kind of stimulation to loosen those muscles up, and then there's some kind of stretching. So if I go on the side of a wall, for example, and push my shoulder forward, or go put my hands on a table and push my back down, so I'm stretching my shoulders back this way with a little force. That's another ways that we can help to improve our posture, which is going to good posture. It's going to help you in every way in your life, and I don't throw around superlatives, but posture. Tell me a downside to having good posture, even though we might not all agree on what good posture is. Is there a downside to putting some attention into trying to achieve and maintain good posture, tension-free? Think about it. Try it out. Remind yourself about it like I do. And yeah, that's probably enough of the Moves news for today, and I will be back with you shortly. Bye. Do I look photogenic? Am I ready with my good posture? Yeah, now I got my eyes not not too much up or down. Shoulders nice and good position. Focusing into the camera. Trying to relax and think pleasant thoughts. Yeah. Yeah, and you know, with that posture and that attitude, I'm going to enjoy my day more, right? Yeah, and so will you. So I'll see you around. That's it for now.